On May 12, 1902, a man named John Mitchell, president of the United Mine Workers of America, led a strike for miners working in eastern Pennsylvania. The miners decided to strike because coal operators headed by George Buer refused to negotiate with Mitchell, who had originally just asked for recognition of the union, better wages, and 8-hour workdays for the miners. For 5 months, the miners refused to work, terrorized scabs who were miners who continued working during the strike, and threatened their families, all around causing chaos, especially towards the end of the strike. Finally, in October of that year, President Theodore Roosevelt personally sent out a telegraph to each side asking them to negotiate. Roosevelt didn't want to use his power to force the strike to end. Instead, he chose to introduce the role of peacemaker to the government. He was starting to worry for the people who weren't going to have coal for the winter. Mitchell calmly accepted Roosevelt's request, while Buer complained that the strikers needed to be punished, and Mitchell ended the strike on October 23, 1902, pleasing Roosevelt. Roosevelt then called for a commission that would go around inspecting the mines to see what changes really did need to be made. However, the miners only won a 10% wage increase, 9 instead of 10 hours of work, and no recognition. As compared to everything they had before, this wasn't a big change, especially since labor was time-consuming and often very dangerous. So for the miners, the strike wasn't a big success, although Roosevelt's peaceful approach, as well as the amount of organization in the strike, would be significant in the future. Thus was the end of the strike of 1902.
Created using Powtoon.